Golf mates, welcome down to another video. My name's Liam Harrison, our single handicap golfer. Today, I'm at Tower Links Golf Club, 6,700 yards. Now, there's a question for you. Why are you not a single handicap golfer? Because you hit it well, but you're not quite there. You might be off 12, you might be off 17, and you probably have people you play with who you hit it exactly the same, but they get it around the course and they always beat you, and they've got a lower handicap. Well, today, I've got a lot of stuff for you. Nuggets, 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 and I'm going to get your handicap down, and I might even make you a single handicap golfer. Also, there's 3 giveaways in this. So our channel partners, ShotScope, have got a lot of stats for us, which over 200 million shots from young and old golfers, and I've got all these nuggets I'm going to give you, and I'm going to make you a single handicap golfer or take your handicap down. But the giveaways are this. That is a watch, that is a rangefinder, and that is another watch. So just comment, Liam, I want your ShotScope, and you'll be in the giveaway. Now let's get straight at it and get you lowering your handicap and even being a single handicap golfer. 340 yards, par 4 into the wind. Now, let's see what single handicappers do different to everyone else. I'm going to start at that bunker. It shouldn't reach because of the wind. What a big drive that is. People who shoot in the 70s, could be low or high 70s, only have 2 troublesome shots, holes around. What I mean by that is shots where they're going to a bunker, maybe go in the trees and they've got to chip out, or maybe even a hazard and they've got to drop a ball. They only have 2 per round, so it's not perfect, but it's only 2. People of 15 and 20 handicap have up to 6 troublesome holes per round. And as you can see, I've just flirted with trouble, but I've kept it in play. Right, let's have a chat about greens in regulation, about these people who shoot in the 70s, these single handicap golfers. Young single handicap golfers hit 35% of greens in regulation. Old is 33. Now, young and old is 45 below is young and 45 above is old. Now what can I shoot? I'm 48, got 120 yards pitching wedge. Supposedly, I'm a single handicapper. And the answer is yes. Now come on, this is a big one. This is where you're going to get better. Okay, what we've got here is a big putt. You'll be happy with a 2 putt here. It's a lag putt. You want it dustbin lid. No, people who shoot in the 70s, 1.5 times around, they might have a 3 putt. People who shoot in the 80s, 2.5 times around, they might have a 3 putt. No, this is where it gets big. People who shoot in the 90s is 4 times they'll have a 3 putt. They'll not get down in 2 from here. And people who shoot in the hundreds have 5 to 6 3 putts per round. Now, here's a little tip for help you with your lag putting.
Now, what I see a lot is, again, going on a Saturday morning, playing in your comp, 3 balls down, all to the same hole, move, all to the same hole. Now, what I want you to do is, and the outcome is just you're hitting it to try and hold the putt, and if it goes in, great. What I want you to do is I want you to vary that. So you can see what we've done here. We've set up just 4 putts, all different stations, all different lengths, and we're going to have different outcomes to it. So we're going to hit a putt in a minute, and it's just going to be as close to the hole as it can without going in. So it can't drop in. So we're controlling the pace of that putt. We're going to hit another putt then a little bit further away, and that wants to go 2 feet past that hole. Okay, so the first one I've got here, my target here, what I'm aiming to do is roll this putt up and control the pace and getting it tight to the hole without it dropping in, okay? So this is what I'm doing, I'm controlling the pace of this. So I'm gonna hit the putt, and I'm just gonna roll it just short of the hole, as tight as I can get it, okay? So, it's gone short of the hole, and my next time I do it, I wanna get it either as tight as I can into that hole, so I'm controlling the pace of that putt. So I just wanna roll this one 2 feet past, okay? So it's gotta go 2 feet past the hole, and I've got control of what that putt's doing, okay? So I go up there and have a look. That's pretty good. Pretty good, pretty much bang on 2 feet past the hole. And again, I'm just varying my distances all the time. So this one now has got a little bit of slope, so that's gonna bring into it. It's got a little bit of left to right. So I think, right, okay, I'm gonna bring this one, I'm gonna put this one a foot past the hole. Okay, just vary it all the time. But I've also got to take into account now the slope. I can feel the slope on my feet, and I wanna go a foot past the hole. And that putt is in control all the time, okay? So not bad, maybe a little bit further than a foot. So this one, downhill, quite a slope now off the left. See, I'm a lot more higher than the hole here, so I know it's going to be a bit quicker. So again, my pace has got to change. I've got to adapt, which is what I'm going to do on the golf course, because all putts are ever changing. So standing and hitting 40 putts from one position isn't going to help you. You've got to move, even if it's just a step to the left or the right, the putt becomes different. So this one is quite high, and again, what I want with this one, I'm going to go short of the hole again. So I want to go about a foot short of the hole. So I'm lagging this putt up really. I'm going to go a foot short, and I've got to take into account the slope and roll it down. Okay, so it went in, but to that I lost a little bit of control of that putt because I wasn't short. My aim was to finish short of the hole. But again, what that's giving me is feedback.
Now, can I put the method in the madness? I'm self-proclaimed the best putter on this YouTube channel. Don't forget, get in the giveaways, you've got to like, and make sure you subscribe. I'll safely say that's a lag putt, won't you?
Beautiful, mate.
That's gold, that. That tip you've just had there off the pro is absolutely gold. And it's a tip, so it's nothing about your swing or anything, it's just putting. You can do that. You can easily lose 2, 3, 4 shots off your handicap just with putting. And that's really, really that simple. Putting is the fastest way to lower your handicap. Right, let's talk about distance off the tee. Young single handicappers hit it 269 yards, which is a lot. Look at that stat there. But old single handicappers hit it 247 yards. Now, as a stat, this is rollout, so it's not carry, this is rollout. But how can you get yourself a bit more yardage when you're a senior golfer? Well, check this video out. This is probably going to put yards on your drive.
We watch, Rory and Scotty Scheffler and Tiger stand on the range, and they're super athletic, and they can turn and they can pivot and they can move. Problem is we can't do that. So what we need is we need a little bit of help to get us to turn on the way back, to transport the club as far back as we can possibly transport it. And a great drill, and there's no problem with playing like this on the golf course either, is set it up as you would normally do. Yeah, so the ball would be off the lead heel. Yeah. And then pull the right foot back just a hair. So we can see we've pulled that back about a foot. So my right foot's just off the corner of this mat. Now, what I've all started to do, I've already preset my hips into a turned position. Yeah. So as I swing the club with my arms now, yeah, it's much easier for that right hip to turn. It's much easier for that right elbow to fold, and it's much easier for your hands to work behind your shoulders. Because if we're here and that right hip's a little stiff or it doesn't turn, yeah, we end up just picking the club up and dropping the club on it. So we're not creating the correct angle of attack to create any speed. So set it up as normal, then just drop the right foot back a hair, and what we'll see is it's much easier to turn, and it's much easier to create the flight that we want, because as I take the club back further, the club's got further to travel to come down, therefore it's got much more chance, much more opportunity of creating more speed.
Right, one thing single handicappers do well is get out of trouble. So bunkers, 20 handicappers don't get up and down, only 1 out of 5 out of a bunker, and it goes down. People shooting the 90s, 15, get up and down 2 out of 5 times. Single handicappers actually get up and down 3 times out of 5, which is crazy stat, but over 200 million shots, the stats are right. You've got to learn how to get up and down and give yourself that putt. So this is a tricky bunker shot, 56. Got a chance on her. Now this is a good part of my game. Now this is where, I'll be honest, it's not the best, but they're out and giving myself a shot. Watch this tip now for bunkers, and this will make every time you get in a bunker so easy.
First thing we're going to do is we're going to open the club face to about a 1 o'clock position. So if you imagine the leading edge there is at 12 o'clock, we're going to open the club face just to 1 o'clock before you put your hands on it. Now that's not to get more loft. That's to expose the bounce so the bounce edge or the bounce angle of the wedge goes into the sand first. It takes the leading edge out of the equation, we don't thin it. The second thing, we're going to stand parallel to our target line, because in a bunker the ball doesn't go where the face points, the ball goes where the sand goes. So if we've got the club face wide open, yeah, and we're aiming left, the sand relative to our target will go where? The sand will go left. And then your brain will go, well, okay, I'm trying to hit it at target. So we're going to stand parallel left to it. The ball position's going to be slightly forward of centre. And then we're going to dig our feet into the sand just a little bit so we lower the centre of gravity below the level of the golf ball. We know when our arms get tight in the golf swing, we end up not being able to get the club back to its low point. So the minute our arms go tight, we end up hitting the ball thin and the thing just runs up the face and barely gets out of the bunker. So once we've got the setup correct, what we're going to think about, we're going to think, right, okay, let me go back and find 1, let me go back and find 3, 5, and then 3. Okay, so when we do all of that, we're going to keep those arms at the same pressure, and that ball's just going to pop out the bunker and roll towards the flag. We've now got to make the training harder. So what we're going to do, we're going to switch out from a 58-degree wedge to an 8-iron. Now your 8-iron still has a bounce angle. It's a lot less than the 58-degree wedge, but if we set that up exactly the same and we keep the arm pressure correct, that ball's still going to come out exactly the same. As long as your arm pressure is correct, as long as the setup is correct, as long as we keep the arm pressure constant, that ball with an 8-iron, it's obviously going to come out a little lower, it's obviously going to run a little further. But if you can do with an 8-iron, when we then go back to a lob wedge, because we have more bounce and because we have more loft, the shot becomes a whole heap easier.
So what you've had there is Simon Edwards. Now, again, SAS madness, isn't it? Train hard so when it comes to the reality easy. So practice with an 8-iron, and then when it comes to a bunker shot, it's really easy. Makes sense that, doesn't it? You can definitely lower your handicap just by getting out of trouble, by not fitting it, not leaving it in the bunker, just getting it out with ease. Practice with that 8-iron like Simon told you. Right, we're back on the putting green. Don't think, hey up, what's this about? This is massively, you've got to listen to me here, massively. Watch this. 5-foot putts, maybe 6 foot. People who shoot in the 70s miss 2 putts per round from 5 foot, which I didn't believe. That shocked me, but I've just hit one and missed one. People shooting in the 80s have 3 putts missed from 5 foot per round. People shooting in the 90s, 3.7, so squared up as 4 putts from 5 foot they miss. And I'll say it'd be 6 from people shooting the hundreds. So watch this video here, how to make more 5-footers, because again, it's nothing about swing. This is so easy. This is the easy fruits what will get your handicap lower.
This is called a 3-foot circle drill. This is something you all need to bring into your game to make you a better player to hold more putts. It's a great drill to do. This is a drill of Phil Mickelson that you might have all seen before, but it's a fantastic drill to get out. On the PGA Tour, from 8 feet, they're holding 52% from 8 feet, which is quite surprising. You bring that into 3 feet, that stat goes up to 99% that they hole, which shows you how good they are from 3 feet. Can you drive the ball like Rory McIlroy? No, not many people can. Can you become as good from 3 feet as Rory McIlroy? Absolutely. You just need good solid practice, routine and confidence. This drill will help you build this. So what we've got here is a station setup of 10 balls, all 3 feet. If you're struggling for 3 feet, just get your 9-iron out and measure it around. And we're just doing 10 balls. Now, Phil Mickelson will go around this 10 times without missing, so 100 putts. And if he misses, he starts again. So we don't have to go at that level. We can start at 10. You can have a record. You might have hole 6, but you've got something to go against. So all we're going to do, a little quick tip is all it is 1 part back, 3 parts through. So we're accelerating through. We're not getting any of these little guidey putts. So it's 1 back, 3 through. As you go round, obviously the pressure, it becomes a little bit more intense. But if you miss, you start again, okay? So you set yourself up, and it's 1 back, 2, 3 through. 1 back, 3 through. And if you're feeling it, just have a little stroke and back on, okay? Keep moving your way around. If you think, all right, just have a little what, right, and in again. Because this is what you can do on the golf course. When you get that 3-footer, you're just dropping now into routine. You're dropping into what you've been practicing. So you're in the norm. It's nothing new, okay? So you miss, you start again.
Right, there you go. I've been Liam Harrison. They will help you get to a single handicap or definitely lower your score, getting them shot scope giveaways. And again, thank you for watching, thank you for your time. I can't wait for the comments below saying, hey Liam, do you know what? My handicap's gone down. I've been Liam Harrison. See you all next time on another Golf Mates video.